regionally in Pacific, they've been so strong here.
I'm in for it. Like the comp,
even when they're switching up. And for ASE, well,
the comp has potential. Like it has potential. I just want to see if they play it well. Their defense side is better. Not a chance. Surely not a chance. Their defense side is better than their attack with this comp. Their win rate's better on defense. Really?
Great showing from ASE on map 1, but I feel like
yeah,
things
but
are about
I
to
don't
get
know, man.
a lot
I'm not.
harder,
Let's see how. I only want to judge from this. I'm only judging from this.
Let's head into it. Pearl as well, being that second map as well. And listen, you know, me and you, Josh,
new power changes. Love the new power changes.
We've seen it over
They're
and
strong.
over
They make chamber really strong as well. The one smoke filling the choke point over towards B is great.
They're doing something different. They've taken the
yeah,
Killjoy
I actually think
out,
it's good. You
replaced
can
it
now
with the
defend
KO.
the site.
The thing is,
I don't mind. The problem before with Pearl was
they've only run the composition once on Pearl,
impossible
so
to
again, this is their
retake.
second time running it.
But you had B site that was impossible to retake, but it was also impossible to hold. It's now relatively hard to retake still, a little bit easier, but it's so much easier to hold now, so it's great. John, what's up by the way, man? Congrats on the game today, sorry I didn't watch.
So their attack side is really looking rough, and they're going to start on defense here. So that's a conversation for after the halftime. But that's
no boss to rewatch. Yeah, I know. Sorry.
How heavy favorites DRX are.
Trying to get the sleep schedule good. Trying to failed a little bit as well, so I kind of double failed. Okay, ASE on the get out of here. ASE on defense, DRX on attack. Instant pressure over towards here. With that info, they straight away book it over. So A main control, and they're stacking orbs on Sky as well.
Yeah, they look like they're really aware that this comp can fight aggressively. They've got a lot of flashes to work.
Watching the big leagues on stand could be Yusin. Oh my goodness.
Right behind screens. Dash is really just making the most of this. Look at that. Spam into the corner. Quick reload of the Sheriff, but a great opening pick.
Yeah, nice dash in.
Where's
Where's my help? Someone help him out. Someone help him out. I like this cove that connects with this to actually get out though. This was kind of nice from RB.
The back of horse here needs some help from the rest of his team to try and collapse and collide. HFMI.
Oh
can he do still right through the pillar? Everybody going to be falling.
Big 1v2.
Spike's still not down. Monk. It's a chance.
Yeah, Chad, I really like this cove. That it was like perfect placement of the cove. It connected to the wall and just gave so much. Oh my, the reposition's incredible. No idea. Really nicely done from Mako. Doesn't need to get the kill, but reposition from him was incredible. RB did fantastic here.
Wiggle around behind the wall and get into B link before anyone even realized what was occurring.
Man, I felt a little bit sorry for Foxy, but RB did great. This, like I was saying here, just a perfect connect to the wall so that they could just full run either side of it. It was great. And I liked it. It wasn't a cove for them to get the plant or anything. It was cove for them to run through the choke point.
Life is going to be an incredibly key player for them on the defense side. They need to get
in terms of pistols, chat, it's 1-2.
A lot of tools to be able to push him onto
1 and 2, obviously 1-0 for this one.
DRX have a lot to be able to shift them away from angles too. Cascade's always going to be in
DRX with the approach, same approach that they had on their defense as well. 4 rifles. They had a little bit more money, so they get the rifle out here as well. We have one person that can go down, and again, just full priority on trying to get the best bonus possible. Mako's been watching this a lot of time.
Or you could just try this.
Yeah, life is close to the corner, but like you said, Josh, it's the Trailblazer. It's really far back.
I like that as well. Flash goes in, they get the info, and they just dog. Just again, they need to make sure that they lose as little people as possible. So when the flash is going out, they just need to make sure that they're not getting caught by anything crazy. So they're dogging nice and early.
It's been slowed down a tad. Is there going to be a hot flash play? Well, with Yuchen dying, not quite.
That'll do it.
Not gonna be likely.
Spam. Someone's trying to get to the back here.
I feel like the tempo switch up. There is a flank attempt that's also happening as well on the opposite side of the map. I mean, HFMI waiting for some sort of timing. Cove though. It blooms, it blossoms, it gets the safe plan. Set themselves up now.
For the classic DRX post plan. Yeah. This is what Benkai was talking about, how important these
and can they get anything?
I mean, you can see HFMI.
2 kills. That's all they have to get to do some damage here. There's one, there's two. Okay, not too bad. 2 kills, and they managed to do a little bit of damage in terms of this armor rebuy. They got a rifle out of here. Question now is, do they go for an NA buy, where it would be like next round 4 people? Basically, are they going to buy 2 rifles or 1 rifle? Okay, just 1 rifle. So that, again, just making sure that it is a bonus, and that they buy this into it. Harbor ult for the bonus as well. This is very nice. The most classic Harbor ult is this over towards B site. Pretty sure that's what we're going to stick with.
Against this comp, because those windows of opportunity that you get when you're playing against the Viper Harbor on Pearl, you let them set up in the post plan, it's brutal.
Still getting over towards A main, stacking this up. And yeah, man, look at this. Look at this site, for God's sake. All goes in. Someone's inside because you hear the gong, so they know for sure that there's people on site. And yep, nice and easy. Classic. Man, I can't wait for the Pearl update. I cannot wait. I tell you what though, I am glad for the team's sakes that they didn't put it into, like they didn't put that patch into this. There wasn't enough time to practice with it at all. So I am happy that they're at least playing on the old patch for their sakes, but yeah, it sucks for us. It's just an awful one to watch.
RB playing close to the pillar as well, an attempt to try and push them back here. Live, he's got the dash back, 5 bullets. No easy fight.
There's a nice util. There's a nice attempt, nice bit of util, but again, this after plant's just too strong. After plant's too strong, B's too hard to hold, and the Harbor ult's just too good.
And we've seen 2 different approaches. You know,
but yeah, like I said, this comp is going to be better on attack. So they probably need to just try and get like, what, 4 rounds?
Is to go aggressive, push forwards, and take
if they get 4 rounds, I'm believing. I'll put that out there. I'm not saying, like, if the stats are saying that maybe their defense is better in the Chinese leagues, then we'll see. But in terms of just straight up eye test on the comps, if they get 4, I think they can win. The Happy Turtle, what's up, dude, with the Prime? Thank you so much, bro. Appreciate you. Welcome into the Slug Club. Thanks for using a Prime on me, mate.
Want to farm up the orbs as well. The reckoning is so important. Just for how this
so ASE want to shut down B, so we try and go someone aggro really early on. Do we have a knife line up here, and that's why we're... Yeah, okay, knife line up that hits 3. Foxy just dashes in before it hits his dash.
Beautiful trade.
Yeah, they kind of were doing what I was talking about and actually stacking more people here, even though there's the choke points, and just getting information towards A main the whole time, right? Knife line up here. Knife line up cross map from B to A, so that they could have a heavier stack over towards B and try and catch them off guard if they killed the jet here. And then there'd be 1 person on site. So I like the idea with their comp, but again, just covering up. Yeah, this is how DRX play this as well. They have so many lineups from middle, and if you haven't done your research, this is going to be a nightmare.
Time is of the essence, going to be playing towards it, the defuse as well, it's denied, there's only
Molly's still on it, Nano's still on it, so they can't stick it, Nano's just stopped. Chat, everyone's so low. Oh my goodness, that could have been a win round. 17-46-23, there's a definite chance for that. I would be so fine if I was ASE, if they wanted to talk about this round, but also DRX have been doing this these lineups from middle non-stop in their split. So as long as, I mean, the demos are out there, I'm pretty sure they know. So we'll keep an eye on if they're going to send anyone lurking over towards middle to try and kill these.
Between being in position to actually spam the plan and being in safe positions to unload your utility. That, I think, was a little too far.
ASE did nice there to flood the site and kill everyone else that wasn't going for the lineups. Back to B. Back to B. Back to B makes a lot of sense. Here we go. Dog didn't clear this. No spams at the moment.
When I was talking about the reckonings, it's online, and it's critical.
Again?
He's close, didn't get tagged by it, but again, he's running out of options now all the way through. It's why AG bails him out.
There's no way, chat. Full running. He's had a monster round.
for him. Will he get the ace?
Monster
What
round.
flash play?
Chat, this
He comes
second
in for it.
kill
He
is
wants it. He's up against
outrageous.
Mako. He's ready to deny. No clip inside the reset.
Yeah, nuts
Potentially
that
there
is.
for the
Okay,
third,
nicely
but
done from them. They keep
shut
the
down.
op. Was a little bit
Same
low.
fans.
2
Second
people
round now on the
survive.
board.
Both need to rebuy armor. I
ASE.
hope we get a replay of this. I'm telling you, I don't think you saw
That's 2 in a
anything
row.
of this second
One
guy.
with a retake as
He
DRX
also was a bit of a
passive
savior
post
here.
plant,
Tell
and
me we
one
get
just
it.
shutting down this B push.
Yeah, look at this second kill.
We talked about the fact that
Yeah, look at
YH
that,
almost
man. Come
caught
off
Foxy
it.
9 on the entry last time. And Foxy was able to swing out through his cloudburst and get a really wide peek onto him. And I thought even in that situation, the YH was a bit unlucky not to be able to get the kill. That time, as soon as YH
Okay, 2 in a row.
is too slow to
I
be able to
said
trade.
that I would believe
And
if they
that
get
gap
4.
between Foxy and the rest
So
of the
they're
team
halfway
rears
there.
its head once more.
It's knocked DRX
DRX
down
have now
to-
been shut down over towards B and A.
for Buzz. Oh,
And ASE
spotted him, didn't he?
have also called this and decided to just take heavy middle.
Heavy
And they are
mid.
crazy
Go with
proactive.
the Sheriff.
Again,
Can't quite hit
they're
the
crazy
play.
proactive on a
This is a
round
serious
where they're
theme of what
eco.
we saw on Fracture 2. DRX losing 2 rounds down to an eco. And this is how ASE started that crazy
So they
run in
lose
the
middle
second half,
control.
was
They
by
go over
winning
towards B.
crucial gun
It's going to be a
rounds.
good plant. The good
then
news
knocking
for
DRX's economy
ASE
down into
is
the
they killed the
dumps.
Viper, the bottom of all the lineups that can stall the most on this.
Revolta they could
So the
utilise
retake
here.
should be a little bit
Push them
easier. They
back.
have
Lockdown's
vision to
gonna be used
block.
preemptively.
There is Killjoy
This
util
timed
here.
up though, yeah. YH uses his no command, but he didn't get off in time, so now they've got this ult to really contend with. No way! You're gonna turn around, man! Foxy 9's getting away with it.
YH had the nade.
Just murder!
They
Oh,
wanted
man,
YH's nade to
3 of
deny the
them.
lockdown. That's why he didn't
3
turn
of
around and try
them.
and deal with Foxy. But it's all gone to chaos.
Redetained! The players skipping, hopping this way, that way, not a gun in their hands, and the time is just being bled away from them. Cove. it's
Disaster
shredded
rounds.
to pieces
Absolute
now. Time
disaster
ticking,
round.
No one's sticking. Smoking away.
They were so
It's raw
tunnel
spam.
visioned on trying to break this ult that the person with
Enough
the
to get the job done,
frenzy
but yeah,
stunned
just
up,
slight
got this fast kill.
miscoordination there.
Oh
I mean,
man,
a bit
and
more-
then the
a
call
bit
was to
more than
bail,
slight.
but then
I was
3 of them
That's
were
very
just
polite
too
of you,
far
Brent. I
gone.
really appreciate that. The players
Oh
will
man,
love
this
that when
was
they
a
listen.
this was a really bad round.
But that is chaos, and that is
Obviously, very good from DRX. The ult, the
disaster
Killjoy ult was very
for
nicely
Attack Soul
timed.
Esports.
Kind
So
of
the
forced their
idea
hand
is
on if they
YH
have to go
is
fast
trying
or
to
slow. They
run
had too much
forwards with
util to go
command,
slow,
get
so
the
they tried
nade
to go
onto the
fast.
lockdown, and they can actually start this retake properly.
man.
And he must be begging for his teammates to deal with
Yeah,
Foxy
that
there.
looked awful.
And Foxy's stunned up with the frenzy.
Yeah,
Is
I mean,
able to knock him to his knees.
That looked awful.
dealt.
Is there any
And that's
reason
so
that ASE
unfortunate for
picked
ASE because
defense?
they got
Yeah, I mean
themselves
it's a
into an
lot
economy
easier.
advantage.
It's
And
kind of
yet
like what
once
I'm
more,
saying. I think they're probably
DRX are
confident
able
as
to
well. Like
fight
just
their way
get
out of
4 and then you
It's
can just
away.
make a comeback on your
No pushback
other rounds,
again
and it
from
on your other half, and it really
Extremely
stacks the
control of their
pressure,
game.
right? When you're on the easier
Forward
half and you
DRX,
have to
they
make
love
a
to do it,
comeback,
love to
it's a
find
lot
these ults
easier.
at RB.
If you're on
He's
the
for
rough
his
side,
third
then
reckon.
it can be a lot harder to get
Very
rounds.
quick.
So it's a lot of that. We saw
Information
chat.
gain, though.
What was the perfect example game we saw of this earlier?
Hasn't actually pulled anybody
Where
over.
teams were talking
Oh,
about
I mean, the
this.
flash and connect
Was
you
it
still.
M80 on Lotus?
HFMI takes the fight.
Doesn't care. He just doesn't
M80
care.
on Lotus
Swings
against
right into it. Seek's now popped off though.
MXM.
DRX.
Yeah, that was a
They're gonna
perfect
battle forwards,
example
they're
if you
gonna
kind
take the
of
site,
want to
brute
work
force.
out.
Clove's dropped down. Snake bites. Bam, will it be
If you want a
enough?
good example
Gets the plan down.
of how much easier it
And the
can be
Viper's bit as well.
in
Layered
terms
on
of
top.
starting defense
choose
on their
through this one?
attack-sided map.
Buzz is falling back into that post plant
I don't know if there's
position again.
as much thought as we thought.
Really far back.
John's
This time
in
they
chat,
haven't
maybe he
given
could
up
say,
Arc
but
completely.
Oh no. Tell a lie, Buzz is going all
yeah,
the way back to
sometimes you choose the
Dax is
hardest
going to be the one to
side.
hold down his position. Retake with the op, never ideal. Dash away to cut it up. Left to just life again, and he has to run away. Got to save that gun. Operator needs to be kept into the next.
And Life really wants to try and find value with the AWP. He's got 5 kills so far in 7 rounds. It's not bad by any means.
Yeah,
He's really struggling to find
Imelo's right.
value
He
early
has his
on.
ult again.
And that's just a
It's
little
a-
bit of
it's the
information.
third
They're having
AWP.
to give their lives away.
And we're 6 rounds
for
in.
it. They
To
got the
try
money.
and get the AWP. Can Stacks punish this?
Yep.
7.
2 seconds remaining. There it is.
They'll take that trade.
Yeah, they love that.
Can't carry that one forward. No family.
And I
here,
reckon
Luke.
they're probably just going to keep this on simple again.
So 2 to 5 being that scoreline in the map now. Josh DRX.
John says, sometimes we start
And
slow,
that is
and we're
so
very good
bold.
at grinding and playing from behind to attack rounds.
So,
Yeah, I like that a lot.
I
There we
really
go.
do love it, man. I mean, the
The
timings
flash
they get
doesn't
taken. Yeah, there's no noise cue off the flash connecting. He still swings for the fight.
What's even more insane than that as well to me, Brent, is that the
Thank
0
you for the
point
insight,
from the
mate.
KO
Love
had
that.
identified that there
Okay.
was like 3 players there.
Force them down to
So
eco.
he knows he's going to be swinging.
This makes so much sense from ASE as well. If you just think of where they've been going with the Harbor, also, I'm telling you, chat, if you do the research in terms of DRX of where they use the Harbor, it might even be 100%, around 11, maybe more rounds than that you would have examples, but they literally always use it here, non-stop if you counted all their ults. So it makes a lot of sense that ASE do this. They take some map control over towards A to try and fake the pressure, but they go back to the to what they know works.
Just the Marshall, that reckoning. Again, makes his way through onto the side, clears it out. Clear indicator here that ASE, they want to try and fight the flood back into this one tonight.
Yeah, they got a lot of info here.
DRX
They got a lot of info. There's some numbers here. Just they back off a little bit and they wait for the pinch to come in.
All the way through, counter spam, flash round.
They would love that gun. Oh, this is actually a decent round. This stack's
Still
working great.
Justice still trying to go big. They've lifted up.
Nice stack from them. Okay, good gamble, good research from them. I would imagine. Like, I'm pretty confident. DRX just getting a little bit punished for being predictable.
But what on earth are DRX doing just hammering their heads into the B site when they hear a musket line? They hear 3 lines of infantry.
Also mentally, even if you're losing, you go onto your strong side, you're still confident either way. Yeah, I think there's a big element of like, if you play a practice and a lot of the time in the practice you've been absolutely banging one half of one map, like even if you get 2 rounds or something, you can be like, man, in practice we were getting like 12, 10, 11s on this side, like we can easily do this. And a big part of this game is confidence, so yeah, it's another good point that John said.
Not looking too dire.
Where are we in terms of money? We picked up some guns here. Yeah, that's nice. Shut down a B early as well. Mako's going down quite a few times in the beginning. It does make rounds a lot easier.
Into the smoke, HFMI goes, and there it is. The return of the fire. This way, that way, just
okay,
up
1v4
to Buzz.
technically into a 1v3.
Picks up the spike and now repositioning, but he doesn't know where anybody is. Lack of information. He's got so many angles to watch for and play for.
I just don't think this is even possible. There's no way he thinks about YH being behind it this time, does he? He looks like he's holding it.
He's holding it. Spots him.
It's good info. The others can rush site now.
As well.
Wait, where's my spacing?
Fight's taken though. It's a little bit disjointed.
Oh,
Dodged Buzz. Is he really going to be that guy? Pushing forwards all the way. Round to Buzz nails the shot. Are you not entertained?
There's no way they gave him that one.
That's exactly
insane
what the
1v4.
Yeah. 1v3 like that.
The spacing on the double swing over towards sides. This is what I was talking about with this team. They're just too relaxed. Look at that. Like that is awful.
I love it.
Yeah,
that is awful spacing on that one. You can't be doing that.
You know,
insane round though from Buzz. Holy
performances. We talk about Mako as the safe hands. The player is always able to just keep it calm in the clutch, but yeah, Buzz is good for moments like that too.
Yeah, I mean, he played it great. Super aware of the flank coming in behind as well.
Situations from DRX that was carrying them through Fracture, to be honest, in a scoreline that was closer, I think, than a lot of people would have been expecting.
Yeah, I mean, this was a prime example of what we were talking about from them on Fracture. Oh my goodness. Prime example of what we're talking about for them in Fracture, just like over peaking a little bit and just not swinging sometimes together with their team. This was prime example of how this can backfire, and that round takes a lot of momentum out of you. Losing a big round like this that you know you should have won. I like to see this from DRX as well. They get another Harbor, which is now the 4th Harbor, by the way, chat, which is madness. And they go, instead of going over towards the standard B, they actually go over towards A on this. This is really good. Look at Mako's luck as well, chat. Keep an eye on this luck. This is everything.
Life could double updraft this, and he might have a chance, but that would give away where he's flanking from.
He's just waiting it out.
Damn, they just checked him, and look at how patient he is. They just checked him, but he was waiting around the corner.
Life has been noted. Nobody giving him any sort of angle, any chance.
Ooh, nice shot.
He needed though. He's almost making his own opportunities. Good try. RB cuts himself off there, maybe looking to try and spam. The cascade a bit of anti-synergy. Buds up close,
Okay,
stacks.
very nicely done
Returns
from
of fire
DRX.
swinging all the way through. That is
Still though,
3 to 7.
they got 3, I'm telling you,
It's scrappy.
4 and a
Tragic there
pistol.
as well. You're right. It's
I'm
the
adding a
Cascade just
pistol in there
blocking their
now.
own
I'm
flash
feeling a
from
little bit less
YH.
confident, but I think they can still win if they
I
manage
like
to get
it.
4.
And a timeout here. Tactical timeout being taken by attacking Soul
Timeout?
Esports.
Alright, let me
as they tried to
check
right the ship. There's so many different things that they could be doing here. And the biggest one that comes to mind is contesting for A main control. DRX only have 1 initiator here. They've only got 1 set of flashes, and they're unlikely to want to use the Trailblazer that early to contest over a piece of map control like that. So I'd like to see ASE play with life over at A. You know, set up a flash for him. Go there early with the Sky, flash him onto an angle. If there's people there, fight it with him and the KO.
How is the
If
EG
not,
game?
leave him.
He was decent, man. You should
Maybe
definitely
push
watch
a
it.
little deeper with the
Definitely
KO
watch
knife.
Lotus
Just
if you
grab a bit
only have
extra
time for
info.
one.
There's ways of forcing
Van
fights for
Silly,
life
what the hell?
where he doesn't
Man,
just
this
have
is
to
on
be
the
playing
VODs for
B all the
YouTube.
time.
Why are you doing this to me? Okay, Van Silly,
solo
short.
trying
Let's
to
give it
catch
to this
the
guy. He said, sorry, he's gifted Dunkin' Donuts
I'm
nuts
trying to figure out
into
the
the Slug
best
Club.
adjustments.
Thank you for that,
It can
Van
be
Silly.
Simpler in a scrim or when you're at home, you know,
Sure.
you're in
You can have this
your
one,
own
bro.
comfort zone.
You can have this
Here,
one.
where there's a crowd
Chat.
staring at you,
Chat, it's 7
cheering on
a.m.
Buzz winning a
It's fine.
1v3 against you, and you're staring opposite
It's fine, you're allowed to
a
say
team
that.
that has
At that time, you're allowed to
experience
say
at
what you want.
Masters, at Champions, deep runs, big tournament placings.
It's a legendary name, it's true.
It can be harder to come up with the
Yeah, it's
ideas.
very
It's
true.
daunting.
All right.
A lot asked of them to try and adapt.
Let's see if they can get the 4. The magic
chances
number
in the
4
first
that
half
I've been
to do so.
talking
Maybe they
about.
can
Bucky is
get it
here,
out.
low
So
buy
similar
coming
seems
in.
really
Maybe
on
that's a bit of an over buy, but it would be 2-9.
Smitten with them winning their rounds. Pushing forwards though. They want to make a pop flash play. Over the top towards A. Buzz, he watches for it, he calls it.
And they do fight for A control, but this on their eco.
Still wants to try and fight for a little bit more. It's mid being explored. Swing that way.
Okay, that's a nice trade. There's a gun down here if they want it.
And Bud's
They
got
don't
his
feel
reckoning on
confident
one.
that it was
That
only
push
them
over
pushing
towards
out.
A got him the ult orb that he needed. And the weaponry's not looking that bad. I would believe in HFMI with a Bucky any day of the week.
Bunt has his own harbor
So,
ult.
What can he do?
Stacks
as long
has
as
his ult as
HFMI is
well,
able
which
to
honestly I
hold
think
on
they're going to
at
pop into this round.
the back of the B side. Having said that, DRX
They don't
taking
have
the
enough
spike
map
and heading
control,
towards A
it
now.
feels like.
The reckoning though is
But
such
what
an
they want to
important
do
tool,
is they
and
want
ASE
to
are
do
getting
this
good
fast, and then
information
they're
in.
probably going to ult.
Unfortunately,
No
they
one here
believe
has to
that
make a
they
move.
can
It's literally all up to this. Are they going to pop ult now? It would make a lot of sense. Yeah, pop ult,
Expended out
work
towards
out
B,
that literally
expecting
no
there to be
one's
more
here once
players
they
behind
start going
Mako
over
instead
towards
of the
this.
vacant site
3v4.
onto A.
Bunt again has his ult for a retake.
Just
They get a good
overreacted.
prompt for spawn and
The
take
problem
it.
is, if ASE had one player here, Buzz wouldn't be able to take such an aggressive position. And now,
Experiment,
ASE have got to
thanks to
re-clear
Sandra, bro.
all of these spots.
Experiment
It could be
lane,
A-main,
appreciate
it
you.
could be art, it could be deep into secret, flowers. There's so many places that they have to clear. So the reckoning doesn't work as well.
The range on
Right
that,
over this
on that stun was a bit
flash.
further than I thought.
Persuades them. Running forwards, a run and gun.
That's how you
Yeah,
play
why
this
not?
game, man. Right there.
It does the job if it works. Still, time is really running short.
Hey,
here.
nice
Nanasaur
kill.
Deaded close
Hey,
to the
nice-
corner. Buzz
nice
forced to
round
dead
from
it
them.
out, and that's all of them cleared
I'm
up.
impressed. Okay, they got
Time,
4.
plenty
Very
enough
nicely
available.
done. Tell you what,
ASE,
this was a little bit
take the
risky from
necessary
DRX
fights.
this round. It felt like a little too risky for my liking on
And
an
even with a
eco.
light buy, you're able
Like
to
this
convert that
push
one.
here through the smokes and stuff felt a
So
little bit
finding a
bold.
retake there, even without using
All right, they got the
major
magic 4,
ultimates,
so
that
it's
they'll still
definitely
have
doable.
availability for next round. You know, the reckoning is still there. They've got null command to work with. They're set up actually for quite a decent half on a map where we expected DRX to absolutely come out and dominate. I think there's again been enough gaps in how DRX are
Got the
playing this.
notepad down. Oh yeah,
to
you're
offer
talking about
ASE
the
these
coaches. The
opportunities.
coaches have to have a notepad again because they can only see like your half, and so literally you're
Here
just
we
trying
go,
to be
last
like,
round
okay,
now,
this
this
player
first
here.
half.
You're trying to piece this together,
really like
right?
the
You're going
idea
in
of fighting
blind,
A here,
say you can't
but
see,
life is on the
can't see
opposite
this
side of the
half,
map.
right?
Are they going to send a reckoning?
So you're trying to go in blind and be
Make
like,
DRX
okay, what
pay
the
for every
hell's,
inch.
like who is here, like who's,
No, it's
just trying to
it's
piece
just a
it all
little passive.
together.
Yeah.
They've given it
To be
up.
honest, it would have been better to blank cover the
They
other
might as
half.
well
but
maybe to just fake like they were disrespecting and holding that space, but
trying to piece out, like piece
Same
like
game
what
plan.
they're doing
One step
into these
closer
rounds,
to the
what the
reckoning.
reads are. Is there anything you can relay to the team that's helping them?
Back has been
Like
contained, so there's
the
been no
lineups
deep
over
work,
towards
but
middle,
again,
or
it's
like
tight
who's
to
lurking, or maybe they're
close to this
doing
position. What is the call here?
a
Looks
set
like
thing that
DRX
they
is
used
still
to,
stressing
that they do a lot, or
because
maybe they haven't done something
towards
that
A.
they might be
Like this
doing.
refight towards A main, but now
There's
there's
a lot
another
of
flash
notes
as
that you
well. Will
can
there be the
have.
swing and a peek off of it? Yes, RB lands
Oh.
it and sprays him down.
Chat. Is this
They go
his
3 for
fifth
2
ult in
there.
half?
Attacking Soul Esports still with a chance. but Life is a long way from the action. He's just waiting for the information. He's so scared
That's
of
got to
getting
be a
caught by
record.
Mako.
Maybe a
Phoenix
Phoenix
has
has probably been in it before, but
everywhere that they would want.
5 on a Harbor.
This feels so awkward now as well.
And recall that Mako has these snakebite lineups from mid,
Yeah.
so his positioning might look disconnected, and it is in terms of trading and fighting that kind
It's
of
almost as if he's going to be
But
doing
he's gonna be
lineups
able to
from
send
middle.
snakebites.
What Wyatt
Oh,
has to
man.
do.
Ooh.
No
Oh,
command,
he
rips
just
forwards,
got a
both
molly
banana
off.
swarms. They did it early there. That was forced
Yeah,
out
everyone
from that
used their
ultimate.
util really good here. They knew
Now
this
you
was
see the
coming in. They
snake
set
bites
them
miles
up very
away.
early.
Mobility's being suppressed there. Live towards the side with a shotty, diffusing.
He's a god.
He's not going to be able to stick. Vulnerable down,
Absolute
4 in a
god.
round, RB.
What an
Beautiful stuff.
insane half from him.
All managed well, and that's
5
going to be that
ults.
8-4 half.
All in all, DRX able to contain that, and Attacking Soul Esports now go into the side where they've had such little success recently. Like I said, in their last 3 matches of Pearl, although with some different compositions, they've won only 5 out of 22 of their attacking rounds. So this is going to get even more difficult for the underdog team.
Going to be that much harder, isn't it? We'll see just how they can really take it. But yeah, going into their attack side is not going to be their favorite half. Let's send it down to the desk to break it all down.
Okay, chat, they got
Thank
the
you very
4.
much. Dominant half there from DRX.
They got the
I
4 that I
Mimi,
think
Benkai,
they
and
needed.
Kibio with
Again,
me
I
here.
still
And,
think
Benkai, you were talking to
4
us a little
with
bit
a
about how you
non-killjoy
felt
comp
like
is
ASE
good on
were
defense.
making
I really
similar
do.
mistakes on this map,
Especially with
as
old
they were on
Pearl.
Fracture as well.
Yeah, I feel like I was watching a replay of Fracture again because you saw like good aggression from ASE at the start of the round. They took that A-main fight very early on that pistol round, and even though they have 2 initiators, it just felt like they had no info on what DRX were doing the entire half.
Yeah, it really did seem so. And, well, we thought with this double flash composition, they would do a really good job with these retakes.
Is Valo harder as a
Consistently,
coach than
DRX was
CSGO?
finding
Yeah,
success
pretty
in the
much.
post lane.
It's
And I
just
think a big
like
part of that was
the
how
meta
disjointed a
changes
lot of
way
these
more,
look. You'd have
right?
one player
In
fighting on
CS
site,
it's very
so it's not really
strict.
set up to
Same
flood the
thing
support
over and
with
over
utility.
again.
So you could
Again,
never
like I'm
have
saying,
either
maybe there's
those
a
fast
change
retakes
smoke,
together where you're actually flooding
a
support,
new exec,
nor
maybe you
could
can
you
drop
have
some
the more
smokes and
set
stuff like
retakes
that.
that are more normal
And
on
there's
this
like
map, which meant it
little
was very
nuances that
inconsistent to
change
try
in
and
the
win those
game.
rounds.
But
Yeah, it was
overall, big
only
picture's
in those
relatively
later
the same.
rounds
You
that we
rarely
can
get new
actually,
updates.
see
In
them
this
making
game,
that,
constant
comeback and
changing,
actually leveling up a
constant
little bit.
changing
They did
all the
not quite
time.
understand what to do
So
with
it's
the
like
composition,
a
where
lot of
their
the stuff that
strengths,
I was building when I
where
was
into how to
coaching,
use that double
2
flashes,
months
that all the
later would
information that you can
relatively
gather,
be irrelevant,
with ult.
pretty
I
much.
mean, we talk about Mako,
Like a
we
lot
talk
of it
about
you could just
Foxy
put in the
Knight,
bin,
Buzz, we
and
missed out
like a
on
lot of the
him.
agents would
He
either
was
be
under
changed
HyperX
or the
reflex
maps
as well in
out
map
or
1,
something like
and
that.
what a
So
great performance from
it's a
him.
lot,
Oh my goodness, 317 ACS, Mimi.
He
You're
said in
just
interviews that
constantly
he's the
doing
player
new
who
stuff.
needs to step up when
The
he
game
plays
changes
well,
so
he can propel
fast
the
that in
team
my
to
opinion
greatness.
it's harder
And on the
to
Killjoy,
coach
he's
just
been
because it's
fantastic thus
more.
far.
Yeah,
You've got to
exactly.
stay
We
up
were
to
talking
date.
about those retakes without all
Basically,
that
I think
utility,
you could
both
play
in
this
Fracture
game,
and now in
return to
Pearl as
CS,
well. I think
and
it's
do
been
relatively
so
well.
important for the-
I don't think
for
you
his
could
team
do it
that
the
he's
other way
performing.
around.
And now that we're talking about the
I
defense
guess that's
with
a
all
prime,
the initiation
easy
power
way
that
of
we
saying
see
it
on
in
the
terms
other
of a
side,
player.
we need those setups to
Too
be-
much
to be
changes in
strong.
this
We need
game.
him to save
OG
those.
Flash
We
Gold,
need
thank
to
you so much.
be very
710,
smart
appreciate
where
it.
he's
3 months,
positioned
thank you,
this
thank you.
season.
And
I mean,
okay,
we're
chat.
loving him, the crowd
He
is
joins the
loving
Slug Club
him,
with
and
3
he's having a
months with a
great time,
tier,
but,
and then he gifts 5
Benkai,
Slug
what
Club
about ASE in the
memberships
second half?
as
You
well.
said
So
that they
I'm
felt like they weren't
Flary,
getting any
Phobos,
info with the double initiator. Is that where the
Lustra,
gap is?
Tions.
I mean, I'm hoping that they have a much better game plan for this attacking
PL9QIWETY3. Lukewarm underscore T as well. Welcome into Slug Club. Thank you so much, OG Flash Gord. 710. Chat, if you got gifted from him, can you please say thank you? Appreciate the gifted, bro. Thanks for doing that.
Off the site with the KO knife as well as double flashes. It's really hard to anchor
YB
them. So they'll be
Lovat,
forcing
what's up,
DRX
dude? Could
to
I
play
lower
retake
down the
a lot
sound
of the
slightly?
time. And I
I'll
think their win
ever so
condition
slightly,
comes down
bro.
to
I'll do
how
it ever
strong
so
they can
slightly.
be in the post lines. I'm fine to see them being aggressive.
I think the
pushing
levels
life
should
forward
be
in those
okay, but-
situations to try and gain an advantage.
I haven't
not
done
only
it
that,
too
I
much.
think that you're talking about utility. I think that I'm looking at Mako again. I think that he's going to be a very strong stopping
Sub
power
counter,
when
yeah,
we
I need
talk
to
about
add it.
those
We're at
executes and
crazy
the way that
numbers
he's
still,
going
though.
to be using his utility. I think that definitely DRX can close it easily, but
the Japanese carters, bro, they're always so high. Are they
As
still doing the
casters were
TriCast?
saying,
Man, I
in
love
history,
TriCasts.
ASE has not been as strong on this attacking side of Pearl. They've been back and forth on the compositions, and they've really struggled to find their stride here. And on the other side, DRX, if there's one thing they're good at, no matter the roster, it's setting up and taking their time with these set retakes, which really are the win condition in the Harbor Viper meta here on Pearl.
Yeah, but also the way that ASE were losing some of those rounds, we saw Buzz standing
OG
up.
Flash Gord, he's done it again, chat.
Were kind of cheering for
He's
his
come
name.
in and
Benkai,
he's done it
talk
again. More
me
memberships
through
for everyone.
the crowd
OG Flash
buff.
Gord
Is it a thing?
710,
Is it a
thank you
myth?
so
Is it
much.
real?
Thank you for that. Another 5 gifted from you. Kai Exists, Chaos Kinds 234, Blue Rop, Penguin _ Ali, and Ishki. Welcome in. Sure, Vansili gifting this on as well. Vansili gifting Banana over sub as well. Thank you so much, you two, for the gifted. OG, appreciate it with the 5. Vansili with the 1 as well. Thank you very much.
Right now, but it's okay.
Thank you very much, guys. You're very generous. Appreciate you all.
Yeah, I think that they just
Again, if you got gifted, please say thank you to OG, Flash, or Vansili.
But I do like the crowd buff point, though, Mimi, of the fact that
are we in a tech pause? Why is the half-time? I think the half-time's only 2 minutes, right? There's a chance it's 3 minutes, but they used to only be 2. I don't know if they've upped it.
This is a really new experience for DRX. They've been on this stage before. Even Foxy9 has competed within Pacific, which isn't quite the same, but he's had the opportunity to have that crowd behind him. But
drops are on my end, but I think something messed up, so drops haven't been working, so I'm going to get it sorted for tomorrow. So yeah, if you want to get drops, I think mainstream or how Tareks are working, so maybe just open up his stream as well. But at least my end, I don't know, something's gone wrong, but I'll get it sorted for tomorrow. Don't worry, I've messaged the right people.
And see if ASE can pull it back.
Yeah, let's find out. I mean, listen, you look at the statistics, you track it as well. Their attack side on pull hasn't been good for ASE in the domestic region they've been playing in.
Okay.
In China, but
what have we got?
That step up as well. Maybe the
Rooting to win the whole thing. Honestly, there's loads of people that I would like to win. I would really like Yampy to win. If I'm like fully honest, I would really like Yampy to win. Like Yampy and Dom just put in so much time. It's like, for me, I would love them to win. If we're like fully honest of who I'm biased for, I just want Yampy to win a big tournament. I really do. But honestly, there's so many teams that I don't mind winning. Like Paper X would be cool, Loud would be cool, NRG, Fnatic. Like there's a lot of good teams at the moment that I'm just like, sure, I'm in for it. DRX, yeah, DRX would be good. I like DRX with Foxy. It looks good.
I mean, it wasn't just
so, yeah.
the Ultorbs that were
but in terms of like, if I'm being super biased, I do want Liquid to win just because Yampy's like my little brother, man. I want him to just succeed in everything.
Forwards, Nanoswarms as well popped off here. Just an attempt to delay.
Okay.
By DRX. Gathering up now with reinforcements. Will they try and flood, or are they just going to be trying to wait as well for the plan to go down? As a flash, it is an attempt. As the plan goes down,
they were not expecting him this close.
The reposition, life eventually dealt with, but it's all
Stacks
down
1v4.
Stacks. He's low, 20 health. Shots firing straight through.
Okay, does get a crazy kill, but needed a bit more. Chat, we're getting some nice even pistols. 2-2. 1-1 for this map.
The difference in post plant spots so drastic between those two teams. DRX were falling back into really safe positions, launching utility at the plant. I mean, look how close HFMI and Life are here. And not just that, the 0 point comes out.
Right, chat. I mean, chat, I know I say this all the time, but this one is on. Like, I'm being honest, this one is on. They've got a good comp on attack.
0 point is going to be a really important post-plant tool.
Hopefully, I don't cast them too hard and they lose this eco, but I think we gotta pay attention to this. It's a very good attacking comp in my head.
Everybody from ASE around that area, but none of them choosing to fight over it. Worried perhaps about a 5-person stack.
RB farming orbs? Dude, he's just going for the most ults in the game, isn't he?
He's given up.
He's going for 10.
Mid starting to be explored, but
what is the most ults in a game?
This is where the lurkers can't be too fast.
We did 7
shots here.
Go for it anyway. It's dangerous in those kind of situations. You can definitely get caught.
Chat, I know there's a stat nerd somewhere. Give me it eventually.
Damage was done to Monk.
I'll give you a few days.
In the back pocket. They've really slowed this one down and given DRX a full read because they got.
Are we counting Phoenix Ult? It will be a Phoenix Ult. We hit 7 on a Finds game.
And there it is. Backup is online. Mako pushing all the way through with the classics making short work.
That's all my fault.
It's turned on his head just like that. It's up to HFMI, the 1v1. RB picks up the Bulldog. Cove to reposition. Watching on the edge.
That's so bold.
That's crazy bold, yeah. It's madness. It's a good reposition.
RB's gone for the reposition.
I'm so surprised he didn't go back, because now he just doesn't know where he is. Enough time has gone. Ooh, Nice timing.
That's roughly where RB is, but again, could have repositioned anywhere. Will he guess correct? It's all about the timing. Spots it.
Damn, okay.
It.
We reverse casted. It's all good. God, this was close.
Lovely
chat.
clutch, and listen,
I'm not sure they should have won this.
Close.
Nice
Maybe
1v2
it shouldn't have
from
come
him.
down to the 1v1, but it's a round on the boards, nevertheless.
We saw one of these situations.
Shout out to the Observer that really enjoyed the X-ray bin off for this one.
The eco situation straight after the pistol round, and it damaged the option for ASE to go for an effective bonus. And I think that's what we're going to see again. You know, you think about how you're going to generate a comeback here. You need the pistol, but you really want to start doing damage in rounds like this, round 15. It's going to be
the
hard
bonuses.
for the Chinese squad to do that here.
But still can.
It's actually way better than I thought it was.
With the 0 point
Yeah, because they had a pistol into this one, so they save the rifle, and the pistol person can buy a rifle, and then they get 2 stingers on top of it. It's not too bad at all. Overwhelm over towards B, wall is up, block vision. They're probably going to get a plant on this. Wait, this is... They have a very good chance of winning this. The spike hasn't gone down though. And does the wall not fade soon?
And now the
or they redid the wall with the harbour.
Should be great.
Oh, Bunt is taking
so much
damage
he gets
from
the
that.
molly, he gets a good plant off.
So they get themselves into the post. And it's aggressive.
And the heal comes in.
Josh Trailblazer.
This is a hard retake.
Dash forwards from Foxy9. Cuts that one forwards. Where's the rest of the help? It's a team flash, but yeah, okay.
Okay,
Fire has returned. RB's quick.
Okay, nicely done. The team flash came in, but yeah, they bailed him on this one. 1v4. He might be able to get some kills. There's some low HPs.
Trying to spam is dangerous. RB sticking, already gaining half. Can't quite land the bullets.
Oh man, that's crazy unlucky.
Just all the way through.
Okay.
Monk will be happy to save the Vandal, but also if he goes down, still enough money to buy for the next.
It's not too bad.
In that situation, DRX anticipating
it was an okay bonus.
More aggressive post-plant
okay bonus there to plant,
and
could have won
utility in the right place. I mean, take a look at this from Foxy9. He's got that flash around the corner, and they're able to clear people out. This is what they didn't quite realize was happening on the pistol.
Do you know what I didn't like here from ASE, if I'm fully honest? The 3 people, sorry, the 2 people that died here and here, I think they could have just left the people in elbow and just fallen back because it was a really good afterplant. I think they gave themselves a worse chance of winning this round with that play. They wanted to fight off the elbow. Like, they wanted to fight and get the trades once they were going in to kill the elbow guys. But honestly, with the plant, I think it's just try to let the elbow guys get 2, and then you just play the after plant, seeing as you manage to get the good plant here.
When are trying to take B control or mid control.
They had stingers.
They don't really have anyone
still kind of fine with it, to be honest.
That's what Life was saying.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
They were coming in to
weren't both the rifles here?
And to learn.
Wasn't this the rifle as well?
Yeah, I mean, that's
wrong.
Before they
I'd have to watch it again.
They said they wanted to win the championship, but I think expectations were readdressed somewhat quickly after they got the chance to play a little.
Practice, yeah.
Which is not a bad thing.
Reckoning through. Okay, what a shot to land with the updraft. Michael was not ready for that one. Could not reposition.
If they manage to win this,
let loose and across here.
1-9 on top of this.
Just 2 players. No one's watching main this entire time. It's been contained. Foxy9 still there. Smoke dropped down.
Weird round.
He repositions. Watching. Still containing. ASE, do they really still want to commit into this one? They don't have any control of the site.
Foxy9 is going to hear them coming like a herd of elephants.
Oh, and the shot's just not quite landing here still. He's still close. Foxy9. Dash now active once more.
21 seconds.
Back of that kill.
And they didn't leave anybody be.
Yeah, what the hell was that? What the hell was that?
Yeah, 15 seconds left.
Song.
One to the reposition. On for the ace. And the time pressure. It's all there. Seconds ticking away. The crowd chanting. The crowd denied the chance.
5v3, 3v5. Gonna be kicking themselves with that one. That's a VOD review. Foxy did great. Foxy did really good.
It does feel like that. And just some unusual decisions in terms of committing to the side, but to be honest, we saw the same thing from DRX.
That is the rounds that they're going to look back and be like, where did this all go wrong? And it was this round. Foxy did fantastic. In terms of the VOD review, the round that you should have won, the big swing round that changed everything, that was this.
Both teams finding it a little hard to find the weak site. And Attacking Soul Esports are going to take a timeout here. It's 6-10. They've got a deficit. They've also got no money to buy. So this one likely to send DRX up to 11. And this is where you really get to see bit of the tier difference that we were
like honestly,
expecting between
Ocean,
the two teams.
if I'm being fully honest,
It's not been
everything was
completely
awful
clean
about this
sailing
round.
here for DRX. You know, sometimes we've seen them in the group stage.
The one over towards site,
33.
the two over towards site, it wasn't too bad, but honestly, in that situation, you pretty much just hold and you just wait for your team to take some map control, because both of you can't push into this crossfire because you don't know what's in A main. So this is a thing shouldn't be happening anyway. And then this guy was kind of isolated because of the mistake that they originally did, and then the other three made sound instead of. It was
everything
just,
after Champions has been
it was horrendous.
in a bit of an identity crisis, I would say.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Maybe this is the tournament. Maybe this is the tournament for them to figure it out. You know, it's not just which roster.
And it breaks their economy and forces them down to an eco. Like ASE. One of those teams where they're nearly incredibly good.
They're not looking like they're in danger of losing
It's
that.
just these small rounds, these small mistakes, right? You saw it on the, was it the Buzz 1v4? You saw it on that round, and you saw it on this round. They just have these rounds that creep in, and it's the discipline that just relaxes.
Right all the way through. Oh my goodness, your body blocking me. Get out of my way.
Okay, although chat, this round's looking good. They managed to get a judge over towards. What the hell do we do here? Oh wait, he went heaven.
Try and see that initiation. Dash to disengage. There was a judge up top, but now that threat is no longer
there.
there.
They closed the distance, and they have 3 people in elbow and a judge here close, man. This is actually a very hard retake once again.
Now there, no command. As soon as the first layer and wave of that util is used,
and they're all coming from heaven and spawn.
To break past this chokehold, this crossfire setup. It has to be the raw duel. It's taken, and Foxy9 swings into it. There's nobody to help him. Where's the cover? And Fire Monk
really strong
raining
here.
down lead.
It's a good round from them.
Kind of that perfect chance.
They would love to get these upgrades.
Got a little bit more, but he does spot out where
yeah, very nice. So let's circle
done.
1, 2, 3, and
picked
up a judge. I don't know if we kept the judge, but
and they still managed to get the
Bra_Roffle, thank you so much for the Prime, mate. 9 months, thank you, dude. Appreciate you. And Zoro Joru as well, 11 months, mate. We're getting close to the year. Thank you for that.
Post-plan positioning and the composition that they use.
Hope I get a better sleep schedule for this event. Honestly, it's fine, man. I'm feeling pretty decent. Feeling pretty good. It's just like I'm doing a night shift, man. It's all good. Thanks for the 11 months, bro.
Help take all of the utility offline. Now pick up.
DRX now with that go down to a eco, and we early think that it's over towards B. They wanted to shut down B early. They get good info with this. The rotate's coming in, but there's still a sweet spot where they can hit over towards A. ASE,
definitely unorthodox. Viper's pit.
It's the strong ult, and they're going to want to plant in this.
Slow them down.
If they get this plant down, the round's done.
This deep push from Foxy9. He's got all the information in the world for his team. That's how they can afford to stack over towards A. But it is being watched for. And the shot's there.
Who needs a
Can they
killjoy
stop them planting?
Yeah. Got a KO with the off. Magical stuff. Plan still needs to go down though, and they want to play up close inside the pit. They deny it.
Kind of like how they played with the judges in this one still, though. It's not too bad. Still a bit of a nightmare. It's very hard to plant still, and they're going to heavy focus about planting this in there.
Still close here. Got the judges a bit of a team flash.
Team flash.
Up close. What is that? Is updrafted.
Stacks has hit a shot here.
Stacks hits a
they do manage to get the plant down, but
Spike eventually planted. Mako got himself a judge now as well. Himself falling from the main position. Fragment nade will push him off from the top.
Bit scared of Mako, yeah.
To attempt a sturdy operator to try and spam with, to try and play the post to Shorty as well.
Go on, give me some 25s.
It's not the right tool for the job. You just have to back away and all over the place. It's carnage.
What happened here is they kind of tunnel vision too much about getting this plant in the Viper ult.
But flipped in the opposite direction.
So what they actually should have done here, I mean, that's an insane shot, first of all. That is an insane shot. But they,
and then the rest of it,
I'll wait for the mini-map. Basically, they focus so hard on trying to get the plant in here instead of getting a safe plant that it just completely messed up. Then the Jet decided, or potentially the call was for them to take some map control so they could get the plant in the ult, but then they just got caught just trying to have too many people here and got just caught running away. What they needed to do is see where this X is, save plant, just plant here, and just accept that it's not going to be in the ult, but you can still play around it.
So similar to Fracture when they just got to the
it was nice, but they kind of just tunnel vision too much in my opinion. Mate, everyone is equaling everyone. Back to back.
Watchful eye with all the rifles. No attempts to push through into Art into the back of the side, and again, they can't get that plant down.
This is the first 5v we've had for a while.
Is this a playbook issue from ASE? Like I said, we saw the same on the first map. It just feels like it gets to about this spot in their attack half, and they just feel like they want to go for the same thing over and over and over. 3v5 now where they're not in a great spot. They've got enough money to be able to buy for next, so they might just want to try and send this. Their positioning is so committed.
Trying to send it here. Adjustment. Foxy9 with the operator. Swings the aim down, through the smoke, pops through. Buzz is expecting, he's playing anti-flash. And yep, he expects it. HFMI was there.
Yeah, chat, I'm like, what is this? What are these sounds, man?
Quick to adjust.
Do you know what it is? It's the replay guy.
So
it's the replay guy scrubbing for a replay. And it's loads of voice. Loads of voice sounds. Okay, 5 chances. I'm a little bit under. It's been a little bit underwhelming. They don't have the best XX, in my opinion, with their comp. I would love to see them just have a B hit that they just spam really well. I like their B pinch. But again, I just think with this site being like this, and with this comp, you should be able to have a very good B hit where you just exec from here, and you can just hit that all the time. And yeah, we haven't really seen that.
It's not there. Again, deep flash. Blade Storm in his hands, ripping his way across it. So similar!
Oh my god, that was fast.
He knows what they're going for. Orbs being farmed up, takes the peak.
Dude,
dash to get out.
Fast. Silent shot.
Happy birthday, HFMI.
Yeah. This feels like a DRX that are regaining a bit of confidence, you know. Often you see this team they play, looking at the cams afterwards, and there's a lot of smiles, a lot of exchange of the fist bumps, but Stax has been quite stern comparative to how he usually is. Life over the top, that was an updraft play, still the angle's watched for. Foxy9, he lands his, comes down to this.
He wants to duel.
He wants to fight,
yeah,
and he
what a
will
sick
take
round.
it.
I mean, he's just got A
3 now
unlock.
for him. Set up again for the ace, with the shorty out denied there, spamming through. It looks like it is finished. It looks like it's finalized,
Okay, nicely
and that
done.
will do
25 on top of there as well. Brings us up to a total of 4, I think, chat, but I'm not sure. Okay, nicely done from them. Nicely done. In terms of ASE, definitely some stuff to work on. They're losing some rounds that should not be lost at this level.
Today, but they also had some things that worked.
But they have some cool stuff. They have some cool stuff. They got some Amos. DRX looking really good. RB, Mako, everyone looked
but I was
great.
impressed by moments like that.
Buzz.
1v3
I mean, they all,
Buzz.
to be honest.
Mako's clutches on
Foxy, they all had moments of greatness.
And you had Foxy9 demonstrating his excellent individual skill. And remember, this is not a tournament like Lock.